So sometime last week, maybe the week before, I don't really remember. Not that long ago, I was scrolling eBay and came across this head. Um, did I need it? No. Again, I don't really need any of the X's I'm buying at this point. I just collect them. Clearly, that's why we're here, right? But it was a Connecticut pattern, you can see, and it was listed uh, at a reasonable price, honestly, but it also had or best offer. So I threw a low ball out there, and they bit. So I was then the owner of this. And if you're curious, it is a Collins Red Seal 3.5. Now that stamp on there, yep, it's a little rusty, but I think this is going to clean up really nice. I don't have enough time to jump into a giant project tonight, but I've got a little bit of time. Hopefully, just enough time to wire wheel this quick and then throw some oil on it so we can kind of see what's hiding underneath this crusty rust. The pole, a little bit damaged, yeah, but the way it's damaged, it looks like it was hit right on the edge here. So I think eventually, not this video, or not right now immediately, but I think I'll be able to clean that up without losing or damaging any of that stamp, which will be cool because I think this head will clean up really nicely. It looks like some of the pitting, the rusting and pitting, is a little bit deep, but not terrible. The bit a little worn in the toe, but not terrible either. So I think this head's gonna come around pretty nicely. So first things first, wire wheel it. Well, wire cut brush it. So, all right, bring it over to the drill press. So I apologize for the voiceover here, but I forgot to hit record on my microphone when recording this. So I'm happy with how the wire wheeling came out. The pitting really wasn't nearly as deep as I thought it was going to be, which is great. So I, I I like how on the red seals that they do that big 3.5 stamp next to the name, which I think is pretty cool. If I'm not mistaken, I think the red seals were made from like the early 1900s, is from earliest reported to like the late 1940s, 1949. I'll throw a little clip from Yesteryear Tools, a little screenshot here just so you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm happy with how this finish came out. I think it's pretty cool looking. I like the pattern. It definitely looks like an older Collins. Got a nice high center line, great geometry. It seems to be a really well-made axe. My guess is it's probably from the 1920s, 1930s. But we'll oil it up and give you a better look at the axe with the little bit of oil on it. It always kind of makes the finish and the stamp pop. So what I threw on here is just a little bit of 3-in-1 oil. This is what I've got stored in the little thumb oiler. It's pretty handy just for throwing on some axe heads just to help keep the rust off of them. So you can see here that whoever had rehung this axe in the past. Did leave a little bit of mushrooming on the top side of the eye there, so whenever it comes time to me doing anything with this, whether I choose to hang it or whatever project I build, I will need to take care of that. It's not terrible, but it's just a little bit of mushrooming, just on that very inside of that lip of that eye there. I think the pitting on this really was not nearly as deep as I thought it was going to be, which is great. I think it cleaned up really nice, just cleaning a little bit of the excess oil off so you don't get too much of a glare there. Give you a little closer look at that stamp. I think it really popped after throwing some of the 3-in-1 oil on it. It cleaned up a lot nicer than I was expecting. So if you look here, you can even see some of that original red paint kind of still left in those recesses on that Red Seal stamp and on that 3.5 and even on the Collins a little bit too. And the Collins and the Red Seal part is a little bit fainter, but that weight stamp is real nice. Overall, the axe is in pretty good condition. The pitting really wasn't too deep. A little bit of toe damage, but nothing too bad. I think in the future that pull damage would be able to clean up really nicely. It might make a good candidate for a good full sanding and bluing. I don't know. If this were your axe, let me know what you guys would do with it. I'd be curious. I wasn't really looking to have this one in my collection, but it's kind of neat. So you get a better look at that pull damage. It almost looks like it was really just the corner of that edge that were hit. So I think I'd be able to clean that up, and it would clean up really nicely without damaging that stamp, which is always good. Yeah, so let me know what you guys would do with it. What you guys would like to see done with it. Future build in the future. So it's a neat head. So that's about all I have for this. So I appreciate you guys hanging in there and watching. And again, apologize for the voiceover, but working the best with what I got. So take care, everyone. Stay tuned for a little close-up shots.